AFM riders, and I did myself, along with volunteers and some others. There was a lot of years where we got to know Reg Pridmore, and he came over from England and whatever, and he's our next award, and let's hear about him.
He was born Reginald Charles Pridmore III in London, England in 1939, but everyone called him Reg. Reg Pridmore rise to become one of the greats in American road racing. Reg first learned to ride motorcycles at age 14 and began racing in the early 1960s. He was soon winning big events at famous tracks like Silverstone in England. As a young man of 25, Reg moved to California, and as a trained mechanic, he found immediate employment at the local Santa Barbara dealer. He started road racing at local Southern California tracks and won the AFM 500 class championship in 1968. He also became an active sidecar racer and a threat to win that class as well. He continued to race sidecars successfully in America and even at the Isle of Man for most of his career. Reg was a fast, smooth, and consistent road racer. Plus, having cut his teeth on the rainy, foggy tracks of the UK, he could race in all weathers without fear. When a new series called Superbike Production Class was introduced for 1976, BMW hired Reg to be the lead rider of their new team, and Reg went on to win the first ever AMA Superbike Championship. In 1977, Reg accepted an offer to ride a racetrack with Kawasaki, tuned by Pierre Loche. They won the Superbike Championship in 1977, the first time a Japanese manufacturer won the title. In 1978, Reg rode a team better Kawasaki to win the championship for a third time in a row. 3 Superbike titles in a row with 3 different teams was an important achievement for any rider. Reg faced some very tough competitors at every event that included Yvonne DeHaan, Wes Cooley, Steve McLaughlin, Gary Fisher, and Mike Baldwin. Reg retired from racing in 1979, but that did not finish his life in motorcycling. Reg was also a successful BMW dealer. Reg Pridmore Motorcycles started in Santa Barbara, later relocating the business to Ventura. After he retired from racing, Reg started a riding school for both new and experienced riders that focused on the skills necessary to survive on the street and track. His school, Class, has been operating successfully since 1986 and continues to be one of the top riding schools. At over 80 years of age, Reg still rides during class and also offers 2-up rides to any student who wishes to fully understand the limits of lean angle as well as the super smooth riding style and seamless shifting for which Reg is known for. Reg also fathered and raised another champion. Reg's son, Jason Pridmore, was the AMA Formula Extreme Champion in 2002, the AMA 750 Supersport Champion in 1997, as well as the FIM Endurance World Champion in 2003 and 2012. Today, Reg Pridmore, America's first Superbike champion, still loves to ride motorcycles. The Trailblazers proudly welcome Reg Pridmore to the Trailblazers Hall of Fame.
Makes it official, Reg. Real proud to have you here. It's been great to know you and be with some of the AFM guys. We've got a whole little section over there. Now here you are, the champion, and you're going as our Hall of Fame. But you had such a great career, coming over here and not only winning one Superbike championship, but a second and a third. I mean, you really create credibility to the Superbike. When everybody would look at the GP bikes, and now you're out running these production bikes, street bikes, and turning it into the Superbike class that it's become today.
You got it right. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Reg.
I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I lined up one of those races to my effect of wanting to win more than anything. Like my schools, I teach control and technique, and things have to go the correct way to make people happy and save a few lives. And you know, if you've got 65 police officers on their motorcycles standing in front of you, you better be doing it right, okay? They're very receptive to finding out little things that would help save a life, and that's what I've been for the last 50 years, as a matter of fact.
It's really great. You're competition, but you're spreading your knowledge around to riders, and particularly that's a good point. You're focused on police forces, teaching them to be good riders as well, and you're taking it down the line.
Yeah, I want to emphasize they are really good riders to start with. We're talking the motor officers. But every now and again, they get into a room that they've never been into before, which most racers have been, and consequently they end up finding out something about themselves and their motorcycles that makes them very happy and very safer. So that's what it's about.
So the class of schools will be continuing, and you've got a lot of good customers out there wanting to learn some more?
Yes, I couldn't do it without them. There's about a dozen of my instructors sitting right down there tonight to enjoy dinner with me. I'm so happy to have them with me, and especially my wife. She's an excellent instructor, and she's a nice piece of crumpet at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I think it's just great to have the road racing as part of this. We're trying to keep this all as well-rounded as we can, and you're certainly a big part of that, and we're proud of you. And just like we said to the others, we expect you now to be back here. We want to have you keep going, and bring along some others who maybe could be elected into the Hall of Fame as well. We'd love to hear your input on that.
Great, thanks, Don. Yeah, you're doing a wonderful thing. You both doing and doing what you're trying to instill in people is that we're all good riders. We're pretty good at going out and having fun in our own particular sport. And my wife, she's a pretty good motocrosser. But I really would like to, if I could, to point the finger at one particular man in the room. He's probably the bravest man in the room. And that would be my other man, our passenger. And he's my passenger, not my effing monkey. Yes. And Kenny Green, where are you? Say Kenny Green.
Kenny!
As far as I'm concerned, winning the championships was tough stuff. You got people like McLaughlin and McDonald, and you are really trying your hardest to make sure you put yourself in the number one spot. And good planning goes right through, and when it comes right down to the other man, you really have to have your stuff done really well, really well. So that's what it's about, Don.
We're proud of you, Reg, and now you're in the Hall of Fame. We want to have you back here next year. So, Reg Pridmore.